goodness! What a jam!
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Countdown to Tipoff presented by Pikeville Medical Center. I'm Andrew Joyce, your host, and lots of basketball. Battling the weather and battles took place on the court at the East Kentucky Expo Center. First, tonight we'll talk about the 15th Region Girls Basketball Tournament, now underway with Sweet 16 action in Bowling Green. And we'll take a look from the first round through the semifinals and the 15th Region Boys Championship as well. Tonight, you'll see who were named to the 15th Region Boys and Girls all tournament teams, and we'll check in on the University of Pikeville. We'll have coaches' interviews, we'll have highlights, and all the scores you need to know from the 15th Region tournaments. Let's get started with 15th Region Girls semifinal action. Caleb No was there as Johnson Central was battling the Belfry Lady Pirates.
The champs of the 60th District, it's Belfry and the Lady Pirates. They'll take on the 57th District champs, it's Johnson Central, the Lady Eagles. Close game throughout, but Johnson Central caught fire late on the shoulders of Lauren DeLong. She can light it up. That one from the corner for three. This time it's DeLong down the floor to Bailey Daniel on the fast break. Lady Eagles stretching the lead to 12. 53-41, but Belfry not finished. It's 8th grader Lindsay Miller underneath. She would finish the game in double figures with 11 when playing big recently for Belfry. Candace Coleman drops in two more for Belfry, and then it's Daniel again for Johnson Central off the pass from Jayla Spurlock. Drives the lane off the glass, through the net, count it. Johnson Central wins 66-49, and they punch a ticket to the championship game Sunday afternoon. Who will they play and how did it turn out? Well, you just keep it right here. Wait and see on Countdown to Tip-Off.
Johnson Central gets the win, 66-49 over the Belfry Lady Pirates. And in semifinal number 2, Sheldon Clark, 57th District runner-up, taking on 58th District champion, the Prestonsburg Lady Blackcats. It was all Lady Cards in this one. Caleb has this report.
Sheldon Clark trying to knock off another district champion. They beat Shelby Valley in the first round, but 58th district champ Prestonsburg standing in the way on Saturday. Freshman Jana Jarvis gets things going for Prestonsburg underneath, marked down 2 for the Lady Cats. Then Jenna Lane tacks on 2 more for Prestonsburg. Black Cats rolling early, but Allie Scott was on point from the corner, quick release, and Sheldon Clark on top, 10-5. Allison Hall underneath for Prestonsburg draws the foul and still gets the shot to fall. Prestonsburg up by 1, but Allie Scott again from the same spot. Found her rhythm early, and she was a big help. Lady Cards by 2 late in the opening quarter. Defense a big factor for Sheldon Clark, and Hope Lafferty, only a sophomore, releases in transition. Count the easy 2 for Sheldon Clark. Offensive board from Elizabeth Prater, and a putback. On the other side, Kelsey Dean with a nice lob pass down low to 15th Region Player of the Year, Kelsey Garcia. 2 Kelseys, 2 points. Sheldon Clark up 25-18. Another second chance opportunity for Peaburg. Good again. This time it's Reese Endicott. Good and a foul. Future Lady Bulldog Union College commit Kelsey Dean gets a friendly roll on the rim. They call that shooter's touch. Prestonsburg's leading scorer on the season, Tiffany Meadows, drops in the runner off the dribble drive. But then it's Lafferty again. She's good in transition, but hey, she can do this too. Shoot it from outside. Sheldon Clark in control, 44-27. Elizabeth Prater took her a second to realize how wide open she really was, but takes advantage of it. Drains a 3, then Ashley Hatfield with a post pass down low to Garcia. Count that. And Garcia again this time throws the touchdown pass all the way down the floor to Lafferty. Lady Cards get the 64-41 victory and a bid to Sunday's championship game of the 15th Region Girls Basketball Tournament. I'm Caleb No. Back to you, Andrew.
So with Sheldon Clark's 64-41 win over Prestonsburg, it's an all 57th District Championship game for the 15th Region Girls title and a trip to Bowling Green. Johnson Central and Sheldon Clark. And while this one was close early on, the Lady Eagles stretched the lead and took the title, moving on to the Girls Sweet 16 in Bowling Green. Here's Caleb's report.
It's a 57th district title rematch. Johnson Central and Sheldon Clark in the girls' 15th region championship at the Eastern Kentucky Expo Center. Lauren Preston on the baseline drops one in for Johnson Central. It was a back-and-forth game all throughout the first half. Kelsey Garcia cashes in for Sheldon Clark off the assist from Ashley Hatfield. Sheldon Clark slowed it down and worked it inside most of the day. Johnson Central knocked down some key shots and ran the floor. Jayla Spurlock with a long ball puts the Lady Eagles up 11-10. Emily Waller on the drive draws the foul, makes the shot, and tacks on an extra one from the stripe for a triple whammy. Bailey Daniel from outside drains one like we've gotten so used to her doing. Followed up by a deep ball from Allie May. It was 3 of her 15 points on the day. Central up 24-18. Then Spurlock again with a pull-up J, continuing to stretch the lead for JC. But then the connection that Sheldon Clark fans have gotten so accustomed to in the last few years. Kelsey and Kelsey, Dean to Garcia, marked down 2 for the Lady Cards. When you're thirsty, you go to the well. When you're hungry, you go to the garden. When you need points, you go to Emily Waller. Good for 2, but then this girl, she can lay by the bay, make things out of clay, drive the lane. What do you say? It's Allie May. Johnson Central wins the 15th region title. Final score 62-46. We spoke with Johnson Central head coach Darren Rice about the season and his thoughts as the postseason continues for his team.
It's dog eat dog every night in our district. I think that prepares our teams for tournament time really well. Whoever comes out of the 57th usually makes a pretty strong showing. We're just going to kindly enjoy this afternoon, go back to school and have a big party and be around the kids and the parents for a while and start getting the game plan together for the rest of the week.
Allie May says her team still has goals to accomplish this season.
We've never won a game in the state tournament, so that's our first and foremost goal. Then after that, it's win the state tournament. We've had a rough schedule, and everything started coming together little by little, and we got it.
Tournament MVP Bailey Daniel talks about her team's success and says it doesn't just happen by luck.
This is a big game, and it's the game that every team wants to be in, and we've worked since off-season in the summer and weight room, out on the track, getting extra conditioning, and it's really paid off for us.
Senior Paige McPeak says the Lady Eagles are peaking at just the right time.
We're looking to make history for our school and win one game at state, hopefully 2, maybe 3. That was one of our goals, was to play our best basketball here in March, and now we are.
Johnson Central set for an Eastern Kentucky showdown with 14th region champ Letcher Central and Bowling Green at Diddle Arena Thursday at noon. The Lady Eagles beat Letcher at Letcher 53-51 in the season opener back on December 1st. I'm Caleb Noe, and this is Countdown to Tip-Off on EKB TV.
Johnson Central's Lady Eagles, your 15th region girls champion, 62-46 winners over the Sheldon Clark Lady Cardinals. Johnson Central, of course, moved on to the girls' Sweet 16 earlier today in action, facing 14th region champ Letcher County Central at Western Kentucky University's Diddle Arena. We've got a lot more on the way for you tonight on this edition of Countdown to Tip-Off. It's presented by Pikeville Medical Center. Still to come, we'll check in on the U-Pike Bears and U-Pike women as the NAI has selected their national tournament teams. We'll find out where the U-Pike men land in the bracket, and will the U-Pike women's team land an at-large bid in the national tournament? We'll find out next. Still to come, we'll recap the entire 15th Region Boys Tournament with highlights, coaches' interviews, and naming the 15th Region Boys and Girls All-Tournament teams. Still to come on Countdown to Tip-Off. Welcome back to Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by Pikeville Medical Center. I'm Andrew Joyce, your host, and we'll step away from high school postseason action and take a look at the U-Pike men and women. They were in Mid-South Conference tournament action in Frankfort last week, and the U-Pike women, who finished the regular season in a three-way tie for third place, lands at the number 4 seed in the Mid-South Conference tournament. The U-Pike women, however, upset by Cumberland University of Tennessee, the 5 seed, who knocked off the U-Pike women 59-56. That left U-Pike's women hoping for an at-large bid to the national tournament. The U-Pike men also in a defensive struggle, a game that the Bears shot only 25% from the field. The University of Cumberland's the 4 seed upsets top seed U-Pike 66-60. U-Pike's Mid-South Conference regular season championship lands an automatic bid in the national tournament. And we'll check in with Michaela Colley. She was at the NAI selection show and has this report.
NAI national tournament brackets are in, and both the U-Pike men and women are in the tournament. This is the men's third time in 3 years and the women's first time since 2003. The number 6 seed, Lady Bears, will be taking on the number 3 seed, Langston University out of Oklahoma on March 18th at 8:30 a.m. in Independence, Missouri. I got the chance to speak with head coach Joanne McNamee last night as the results were announced.
Second season, and you're already taking them to the national tournament. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's exciting. You know, we have a young team that we've really done a great job behind him this year and playing more mature. So it's well deserved. Our team has really played hard, I think, all season. And like I said, even though we're young, I think they've really bought in and it goes. And that's why we put ourselves in this situation.
Congratulations on this. This is such a great opportunity for you in your second year, and you're taking it to the national tournament. Good luck with everything. Thank you so much.
Again, the women play March 18th at 8:30 against Langston University in Independence, Missouri in the NAIA National Tournament. The number 7 seed U-Pike men will face Bethel, Tennessee in first round tournament action at 10 a.m. March 19th. I also got the chance to speak with head coach Kelly Wells about his thoughts on the selection.
Coach Kelly Wells, how do you feel about this pick?
Well, we're still early in our review of Bethel, but we know Bethel is a very good fit. Jeff Red, who's a good friend of mine, and they're going to be a quality basketball team. Obviously, all 32 teams will be, but we're happy with the draw, but we certainly got a lot of work ahead of us.
So this is your third time in 3 years. How do you guys think you'll do? Do you think you'll advance farther than you did last year, or maybe get a national championship like you did in 2011?
Well, we go down there to win it. We don't go down there just to participate, and I think our guys are focused on it. Our league is so good that we feel like if we can win it, we got a chance to win a national championship. We did win our league. We feel like we have a chance to win that. But it's going to take one-game championships all the way through.
Are you and your guys prepared for this?
Oh, absolutely. We still got game prep to do with Bethel. We haven't played them all season, but they're a very good team out of the Southern States League, and we know how good they can be, and they certainly know how good we are as well.
Definitely have a lot of support behind you, so hopefully go down there and get us a national championship.
Well, that's the goal, and we certainly appreciate our community and the whole area that supports our basketball programs. And congrats to our women's team for their first showing, too, as well. That's perfect.
Thank you so much, Coach Kelly. Appreciate it.
The men play Thursday, March 19th at 10 a.m. against Bethel, Tennessee in Kansas City. Wishing both teams the best of luck in the NAI National Tournament, I'm Michaela Colley reporting for EKB. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Michaela. And there you have it. National tournament selections have been made. Now, let's step back to high school action in the postseason, and we'll step back to last Saturday and the 15th Region Boys First Round Tournament. All 4 first-round games were played on Saturday. Get things started. Sheldon Clark, one of the tournament favorites, taking on the Eastridge Warriors.
To start off the 15th Region Boys Tournament on Saturday, it was Sheldon Clark and Eastridge. The last time these two schools matched up, there was a controversial altercation causing players to be ejected. Sheldon Clark won the 57th District Championship, and Eastridge was the runner-up in the 59th. Eastridge started off strong from an out-of-bounds save from junior Trey Little to senior Jacob Cheney, who launches it to senior Johnny Miller, who lobbed it up to sophomore Michael Kahn, who turned the Expo into his backyard playground. Miller again with assist to Little for a long-range 3. Eastridge is on their toes as they feel confident in the way they are playing. Sheldon Clark comes right back with a quick pass from Chase Parsley to Dylan James for the 3. The Warriors' Cheney with a 15-foot jumper for 2, and it's all smiles for the Eastridge Warriors. But Parsley with a quick step and a 3 for himself puts the Cards on top as he salutes the crowd. Eastridge's Miller with the fast break as he lays it up for 2, but Sheldon Clark's Ethan Osborne sinks a 3. Cards under the basket is James with the rebound, but he passes it right to Eastridge's Johnny Miller, who sneaks in the basket for 2. Sheldon Clark's Parsley with an ankle-breaking crossover and the drive for 2. James receives the pass and puts it up for 3. There is nothing but momentum for the Cards right now, as everything is falling into place for them. Parsley one more time for the 3, sealing the deal for the Cards to take the spot in the semifinals. Emotions are rolling for the Warriors, as Sheldon Clark comes out on top 52-38 with the win over Eastridge. Cards give their crowd a standing ovation for their support. Sheldon Clark faces Lawrence County in the semifinals Monday, March 9th. Back to you in the studio.
And Sheldon Clark gets the win, 52-38 over the Warriors. In Game 2 of the first round, Lawrence County in a big way, lighting up the scoreboard, 181 winners over Allen Central.
Saturday in 15th Region First Round Boys Tournament action, the 58th District runner-up, Allen Central, took on the 60th District champions, the Lawrence County Bulldogs. Allen Central seemed as if they were ready when they stepped onto the court, as senior Devin Horn was spot on with his threes. Within the first half, Horn scored 17 of the Rebels' 37 points, sinking 3 threes in a row, changing the momentum for Allen Central. After that, Lawrence County did what they do best, and that's run the court. 3 from the Bulldogs senior Austin Chafin, and another one for junior Brandon Richardson. Junior Robert Dalton drove into the lane, but missed, yet he got his own rebound, count 2 for the Bulldogs. Lawrence County continued to push through the second half. Devin Horn again for Allen Central, shooting threes literally from left and right. Bailey Wright drained a 3, trying to keep the Rebels in the game. This didn't stop the Bulldogs as Chapin pulled a slick move and a pass to Kaiser for a deep 3. And here's Chapin again with the assist to junior Tanner Black. Lawrence County's confidence rose, but was brought back down as Allen Central's Devin Horn shoots another long-range ball, and it's good for the Rebels. But it was Lawrence County all the way, as the young Bulldogs put on a show in the first round by reaching triple digits in a 100-81 win over Allen Central. Lawrence County will advance to semifinal play action that takes place Monday, March 9th.
That's Lawrence County, 181 winners over the Rebels of Allen Central. In one of the most anticipated matchups of the first round of the 15th Region Boys Tournament, Johnson Central, 3-time defending 15th Region champ, taking on Shelby Valley, the last tournament team besides Johnson Central to win the 15th Region title. Here's a look at the highlights.
The third contest of the night, the 21-9 57th District runner-up, the Johnson Central Eagles, and the 18-13 59th District champs Shelby Valley faced off. Kyle Gullett of Johnson Central was named the 15th Region Player of the Year this season, and it's a name you will hear a lot of tonight. Gullett with the layup and 2 threes from the same spot to start the game off. He was on fire, and the Eagles were right behind him the entire way. Shelby Valley's Dalton Richardson passes it down low to Lamont Wright for 2. Gullett receives the pass from Patrick Rice with the dodge and the basket. It wasn't only Gullett for the Eagles, but Braxton Blair with some outstanding plays as he puts 2 on the board for Johnson Central. Corey Hamilton for the Wildcats nails a 3 to boost their energy, but it was Wright going up for the basket, and he missed, but Hunter Swindle was there to recover the rebound and the basket. Gullett, a name you won't forget tonight. He's up 2. Blair drives it in for the Eagles, setting the pace to a new level. Johnson Central's duo cannot be stopped as Gullett and Blair work together. Gullett passes to Blair as Gullett makes his way around the bottom of the basket for a pass from Blair. Gullett with the 3. Shelby Valley is fighting back as Wright takes a hard fall for the basket for the Wildcats. Gullett, Gullett, Gullett is all we're hearing because it's raining baskets for him. Swindle tries to put the Wildcats back in the game with 2. But here he is again, the versatile shooter, Gullett for Johnson Central with 30 on the night. Shelby Valley trying to hang in there with senior Michael Fields for the 3 and the jumper from Swindle, but there is no stopping Johnson Central. Johnson Central comes out on top, 81-46, and will claim their seat in the semifinals. Back to you in the studio, Andrew.
Too much Eagles in this one. Johnson Central blows out Shelby Valley 81-46. And in the final first round matchup from the Expo Center, it was Pike County Central taking on South Floyd.
The 60th District runner-up, the Pike County Central Hawks, took on the 58th District champs, the South Floyd Raiders, to wrap up first round play in the 15th Region Tournament on Saturday. Pike County Central was off to a good start against the Raiders. South Floyd's J.R. Tackett takes the pass, brings it to the top of the key, and 3 for the Raiders. Ethan Blackburn gets the rebound and the pass to Brad Elkins. Elkins drives it in for 2, add 2 for the Hawks. The ball is passed around and finally reaches South Floyd's Andrew Tackett for 2. Tackett later suffered an apparent injury to his left leg and was escorted off by the paramedics and taken to the hospital for further examination. Braxton Tibbs for Pike Central drives one into the lane, giving 2 for Pike Central. South Floyd wasn't done as J.R. Tackett brings the ball to the top of the key, passes it down low to Jacob Collins, who draws the foul. Pike Central wasn't done after a goal by Tibbs and Elkins that led to the Hawks' victory over South Floyd, an 82-51 win that advances them to the semifinals on Monday, where they will play Johnson Central. This is Countdown to Tip-Off. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Michaela. The Hawks of Pike Central move on to the semifinals with an 82-51 win over South Floyd. The 15th Region Boys semifinals held Monday night. Great matchups across the board, at least on paper. Lawrence County and Sheldon Clark looked to be a dandy going in, and this one lived up to its billing. Here's Michaela with the highlights.
To start the 15th Region semifinals off, the Lawrence County Bulldogs took on the Sheldon Clark Cardinals in a game that came down to the final seconds. The winner of this game will advance to the 15th Region Championship. Chase Parsley for Sheldon Clark scored 22 points, and the Cards' Dylan James had a game-high 22. These two scored a combined 44 points of the Cards' 65. Robert Dalton played an impressive game, scoring 18 points for the Bulldogs. Parsley again for the Cards as he drives one into the lane for the basket. Lawrence County's Timmy Dalton with an impressive behind-the-back pass to Brandon Richardson as he lays one in for the Bulldogs. Robert Dalton again for the Bulldogs as he drives one into the paint. He gets the basket and the foul. Cardinals James for 3, keeping this game neck and neck. One more time for James with the basket. This wasn't a lopsided game. Both teams put everything on the line till the final seconds. Lawrence County's Brandon Richardson puts one up. Richardson had 14 on the night. Austin Chaffins for 2. Chaffins had 16 for the Cards. Sheldon Clark had a comfortable 9-point lead with a minute to go, but the Bulldogs showed no loss of momentum in this game, and they were determined to win. To seal the deal to break the deficiency, Chaffins again for the Bulldogs. Chase Parsley rushes to get the buzzer beater. It's up, but it's no good. Final score, Lawrence County 66, Sheldon Clark 65. They will advance to the regional finals. The Bulldogs have never won a regional title. I'm Michaela Colley reporting for EKB TV. This is Countdown to Tip-Off, and back to you in the studio, Andrew.
Lawrence County shocks the 15th Region tournament and gets a 66-65 win over Sheldon Clark. In semifinal number 2, Johnson Central looking to move to the championship for the 5th straight year. Here's a look at the highlights as the Eagles take on the Hawks of Pike Central.
The night continued with more 15th Region basketball as Johnson Central took on Pike County Central in what could be considered a blowout for the regional semifinals. Johnson Central and Pike County Central played a heavily weighted game favored towards the Eagles. The Hawks came out strong, scoring 6 straight points to begin the game, but their drive dwindled down as Johnson Central didn't let up the entire night. Pike Central's big man Ethan Blackburn had 16 points on the night, and it seemed as if Johnson Central had no answer for him. Brad Elkins was also in double digits for the Hawks, who had 10 points. But it was Johnson Central who came in on top with 3 players in double digits for the night. Braxton Blair had 21 points, Dalton Atkins had 19, and Kyle Gullett had 10. The Eagles continued to drive the ball to the basket, making every shot count. Johnson Central's Braxton Blair trying to keep the ball away from Pike Central as he drives it into the lane and passes it to Mason Blair for 2. Even though Johnson Central's lead kept increasing, Pike Central didn't let up. Down low, Blackburn for 2, as well as Braxton Tibbs. Hunter Clark for 3, giving Pike Central the feeling of hope. Johnson Central showed no mercy with the pass to Patrick Rice. Rice for 3. Gullett again for the Eagles. Put 2 on the board. The journey is over for the Hawks, but they put up a fight, finishing their season with a 17-14 record. The final score of the night, 80-63, putting Johnson Central in the 15th Region Championship to face Lawrence County. I'm Michaela Colley reporting for EKB TV. Back to you in the studio.
And Johnson Central moves on to the championship. That makes an all-57th district title game in the 15th Region basketball tournament. Stay tuned. Still to come on this edition of Countdown to Tip-Off, we'll announce the 15th Region boys and girls all tournament teams and the 15th Region Boys Championship. We'll have highlights, and we'll speak with the winning coach as well. Stay tuned. On the way, more Countdown to Tip-Off. Welcome back to Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by Pikeville Medical Center. We've taken a look at the 15th Region Girls Basketball Tournament and the 15th Region Boys Tournament, as now we look forward to the championship game. It's a Johnson Central-Lawrence County matchup in the 15th Region Championship. Johnson Central looking for the four-peat after winning the 15th Region title in 2012, 13, and 14, looking to make a return trip to Rupp Arena, while Lawrence County was looking for their first visit to the Sweet 16. Here's Michaela.
We wrap up the boys' 15th Region Tournament as Johnson Central is named the 15th Region Champions, making this their fourth straight trip to Rupp Arena. Lawrence County came out strong and put up a fight, but fell short in the end. If they could have pulled out a win, this would have been their first ever regional title. The Eagles and the Bulldogs went back and forth all night. Timmy Dalton of Lawrence County had 17 points for the Bulldogs. Braxton Blair for Johnson Central drives one into the lane, put 2 on the board for the Eagles. Blair was named tournament MVP and had 16 points on the night. Dalton again dominating for the Bulldogs as he puts one up for Lawrence County. Mason Blair with the drive and the basket. Blair had 10 on the night. The crowd is rumbling and the boys are tumbling for the ball with the pass to Gullett. Gullett for 3. Gullett was named the 15th Region Player of the Year. Dalton Atkins with the long-range 3. Atkins had 9 on the night for the Eagles. The MVP of the tournament, Braxton Blair with the pass to Atkins, Atkins to Gullett, Gullett to Josh Hitchcock. 4-3. There is literally no turning back now for the Eagles. Let's switch gears to probably the best play of the tournament, the Dalton brothers, Robert and Timmy. Let's slow it down as Timmy lobs one up to Dalton for the slam. Even though Lawrence County went out with a bang, literally, they ended their season 17-14 after the loss to the Eagles. Next season, we definitely need to keep a lookout for them to be a top contender in the 15th Region. They are a young team with no seniors. Johnson Central didn't disappoint, being a now 4-time regional champion. The celebration begins in Johnson County as both Johnson Central boys and girls won the region and are advancing to the Sweet 16 and the state tournament. There's nothing but happiness for these defending 15th Region champions. Final score, Johnson Central 67, Lawrence County 60.
Johnson Central's Eagles heading to the Sweet 16 in Lexington for the 4th straight year. Johnson Central 67-60 winners over Lawrence County will face the 7th Region champ. And that champion to be decided tonight as Ballard takes on DuPont Manual in the 7th Region Championship. That game set for next Thursday in Rupp Arena. Time now to take a look at the 15th Region Girls All-Tournament team. Betsy Lane's Katie Tackett named to the squad along with Tamara Thacker of Eastridge. Shelby Valley's Lakin Mullins named 15th Region All-Tournament team along with Lakin Fitch of Lawrence County. From Prestonsburg, Jana Jarvis along with Reese Endicott picks up All-Tournament honors. From Belfry, Kaylee Rash and Emily Baker named to the All-Tournament team. Sheldon Clark's Emily Walker, Hope Lafferty, and Kelsey Garcia named 15th Region All-Tournament. And from Johnson Central, named All-Tournament team at the 15th Region, Jayla Spurlock, Lauren DeLong, Lauren Salyer, and Allie May. The 15th Region Girls Most Valuable Player, congratulations to Johnson Central Junior, Bailey Daniel. That's a look at the 15th Region Girls All-Tournament team. And now to the guys' side. The 15th Region Boys All-Tournament squad. From Eastridge, sharpshooter Johnny Miller named All-Tournament along with Allen Central's Seth Hall. From Shelby Valley, Hunter Swindle named Boys All-Tournament team. From South Floyd, J.R. Tackett picks up the All-Tournament honor. From Sheldon Clark, Chase Parsley and Dylan James named All-Tournament. From Pike County Central, big man Ethan Blackburn and Brad Elkins named to the 15th Region Boys All-Tournament team. And from Lawrence County, Austin Chaffins, Timmy, and Robert Dalton each named to the All-Tournament team. And from Johnson Central, named All-Tournament, Patrick Rice, Dalton Adkins, Mason Blair, Kyle Gullett, and the most valuable player of the 15th Region Boys Tournament from Johnson Central, Braxton Blair. Congratulations to all members of both the 15th Region Boys and Girls All-Tournament teams. Also, earlier the KABC coaches named the 15th Region Girls Player of the Year. That honor goes to Sheldon Clark's Kelsey Garcia, and the boys 15th Region Player of the Year, as selected by the Coaches Association, award goes to Kyle Gullett of Johnson Central. That's going to do it for this edition of Countdown to Tip-Off. It's been our pleasure at East Kentucky Broadcast to bring you high school basketball throughout the regular season and through the postseason. Complete coverage of the girls' Sweet 16 on ESPN Radio Pikeville, 95.9, 104.5 FM. From the opening tip through the girls' championship on Sunday, complete coverage of the boys' Sweet 16 tournament from Rupp Arena beginning Wednesday, March 18th from Rupp Arena, 11:30 on the air with the sports guys in the house, bringing you complete coverage of the boys' Sweet 16. Be sure and tune in. For all the gang at EKB TV, I'm Andrew Joyce. Thanks for tuning in to Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by Pikeville Medical Center.